Star Wars Episode 1, a film that famously lives in infamy.
And I do mean infamy. From Gungans to midichlorians, I think it's safe to say this movie spawned more social outrage than the burning of the Great Library of Alexandria, and that was real bad. All my favorite books got burned up in that. Like this coloring book, for example, Mustaches of the Former Soviet Union.
It only comes with the crayon brown.
Better not color outside the lines, or else Papa will have to go back to a concrete hole in the ground.
When people were watching this film, they had to have been saying to themselves, I wish I could experience this for myself! I wish I could be there! Little did they know, their wish was already granted.
This is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, for PS1. Okay. It's kind of rare to get a game like this. It's not some spin-off, it's actually just Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And yeah, it pretty much is just a scene-by-scene in the spirit of the movie, but obviously there are some deviations. First most glaring difference, of course, being the inclusion of wobbly, pixely chimp face. Not that I have anything against that, it's just that you're all absolutely bone-chillingly deformed.
What is that gas coming out of the floor?
It is excess steam from our troublesome ventilation system.
That's interesting, because it looks an awful lot like poison to me.
I apologize for any discomfort.
No, you don't, you son of a bitch. This game would have been fun had it not been for the vomit-inducing top-down angle that is at a slight tilt and way too close to your character. It's hard to tell where or what anything is, and if you do find out what to do, you'll still have the nausea to deal with. Oh my god, what is going on that way? Yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with that, Obi-Wan. Let's take path number 2. Holy shit! Obi-Wan, you gonna be alright, bro? You gonna be able to walk that one off? So this is canon then, yeah? How'd they get him back together for episodes 2 and 3?
Misa clumsy, but Misa still help.
Oh, Jar Jar, you're so quirky and lovable.
Follow Misa. You should do it grand.
Anything for you, buddy. Let's go. Oh no, Jar Jar, run! So long, Jar Jar. We hardly knew you before you were viciously murdered by an actual firing squad in an official Star Wars game, for real. Most of this game is just traversing the landscapes of the film with familiar characters. It's a bit slow and clunky at times, but I've played much worse. I do find it interesting that they tried to do a scene-by-scene, but I don't know that it works. Which events happened then? The ones in the movie or the ones in this game? Split timeline much? The graphics are generally appealing for PS1 though, and the environments are varied, so whatever, I'll give it a pass. Next up, we have Jedi Power Battles, where Sam Jackson looks like he just encountered a large spider, and Obi-Wan looks like he's listening to his friend's parents fight during an awkward family dinner.
I work, I vacuum, I dry, I clean the windows, I do what I need.
You work on your hair is what you work on.
I don't care about that.
You can choose from all your favorite characters. Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Pio Koon? What, you don't know who this guy is here? You've been living under a rock or something? Like, probably he has, because he's a godforsaken creature of the night? At first glance, I'm not exactly sure what the difference is between this and the last game. It looks and plays very similarly, but I can say this one is definitely a lot less disorienting. It's got a much better field of view. I suppose this game could be described as more arcade-like in nature. There are some minor platforming elements mixed in, but it's mostly just about dismembering your enemies in style. What are you laughing at, Yoda? Something funny? Something you want to share with the class? You laughing at me? So what? I'm funny now? I'm a funny guy just because I'm dressed like a clown? I suppose you think I shouldn't have a gun either! There also exists some Flash games about the prequels. I couldn't find any worth mentioning on episode 1, but there are a few based off Revenge of the Sith, the first one being called Jedi vs. Jedi, Blades of Light. I'm sorry! I didn't mean to interrupt you boys. I can see you're busy. Obi-Wan! Anakin! Do you not remember your days of friendship? What has brought you to such savage violence? I can't look. Occasionally, one of them will fall over like a child and then get back up. Come on, guys, play clean. Keep it above the belt. Don't make me come in there. Well, there is actually a reason this all looks so strange. These Flash games here were based on a marketing campaign around toys for episode 3. To animate this, it looks like they posed the actual toys in stop motion. No, like this thing they're standing on here even, in the background. You can actually buy that. It comes with the orange goo and everything.
You were my brother, Anakin! I loved you!
While we're already looking at these weird Flash games, there's another one that ties in with the toys, Revenge of the Sith Scene Bot. I think it's actually supposed to be called George Lucas Special Edition Simulator. Why make one movie when you can just keep adding to the same one forever? Just put that there. One here. More. It must be perfect. Never clean! Never clean! The past never happened! I'm in control of my life! But I know what you're saying. Where's the guy gonna get a Gungan game, huh? Well, fear not. The Gungan Frontier is here for you.
Which Ayusa will help us?
That's a hard choice, given that both the prospective candidates seem to have contracted a bad case of rigor mortis.
Yusa be needing to know bombard many things to make Wisa a new home on the moon.
The moon!
The moon.
Might want to scale back your expectations a little bit.
Who's gonna be?
Oh, come on, man. Have some patience already. Who do I look like to you, Buzz Aldrin? This takes a decent amount of planning. I don't even know where to start.
Misa give Yusa sacred wise creature, holder of much knowledge, the Kresh.
No, that's all right. I think you can hold on to that. I'm not going to think twice about it. Okay, what is going on here? There's the Kresh. Did not ask for him. That's good, though. All right, woo, that guy is bigger than described on the ledger there. Okay, let's get two of those guys. Maybe they'll make a family. All right, what's the Kresh do? Oh, God! Please tell me that's the only time that happens. All right, Ronto, he's pretty nice. Whatever. Right, a good tree. Very, it's a healthy tree. Okay, I do not know what is going on here. This is something else. Oh, who was that?
Got the boss knife?
Oh, come on, Jar Jar. Leave me alone for a second, all right? I'm over here trying to plant your dad a new moon. Listen, this game is great with all its putting trees down and the Kobe's, but it doesn't really hold a candle to my personal favorite Gungan adventure / spiritual experience, Jar Jar's Jar Jar Jar. Oh, here he goes. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it this time. Poor little guy, he can never get that jar open. But what about the art of the pod race? To the dismay of some, it played a huge part in the first prequel movie. I always loved pod racing. In fact, I think of all the scenes in the prequel trilogy, Anakin's pod race against Sebulba is easily my favorite. Each pod racer is built uniquely for the character designated to it, so there's a very visceral sense of tension and imminent danger that adds to the drama. At any moment, your favorite player could be torn to shreds. And that's really what we all want deep down, isn't it? Wow! I can do this all day! It's amazing! I mean, I feel like... Oh, God! This is Episode 1 Racer for the N64. I don't know why they called it Racer and not Pod Racer. I guess they thought people would associate pods with peas, and let's face it, no one likes those things. Look at this peas is shit. It's hard to squish the frozen ones. I can't do it. Now I remember, in this game, you got to buy pieces from Watto to improve your pod racer. You know, Watto, the blue guy that looked like if Gonzo from the Muppets had sex with Jeff Goldblum from The Fly. Oh, God, get it out of my head. Life finds a way.
They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
I say, I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with the fact that it sounds like you're about to take yourself out back and go drink bleach. The feeling of speed they were able to accomplish here is impressive given that it was N64. The controls were tight too. It felt like an accurate recreation of a pod race, which I'm assuming is what they were going for. And not to mention, there were tons of awesome locations to race in and a multitude of racers to choose from. I think it's safe to say, I love this one. Oh, looks like Anakin won't be making it to Episode 2 after all. They also made a Game Boy Color version of this that opens with a sweet remix of Duel of the Fates. The game itself isn't much to write home about, though. Ah, yes. So this is the sound of true death. Well, I guess that's it. That's all of them. Tune in next time. Super Bombad Racing? That can't be good. What is going on here? What's a Bombad? I don't know who was in charge of this, but they are clearly an unrecognized genius. You had like all the Star Wars lexicon, and you chose this? You went with Bombad. Is that some sort of artistic thing you guys got going on here? Don't want to be too cliche? No, it's all good, really. You guys just keep doing you. No, but I can't move past this part because what's a bombad? Is it this thing Jar Jar's riding on? Is that a bombad? Well, no, actually, because that's what's known as a tri-bubble bongo. See, I've done my research. I took to the internet to see what a bombad could be, after all, and it turns out bombad may refer to the Gungan word for superb. So this game's title literally translates to super superb racing. What can I say? That's pretty super superb in itself.
Stink away!
Stop it, come on. Why are you looking at me like that?
Missa back! Missa busting with happiness seeing you again. This ain't very, very bad. What's a piece of saying? Oops.